A very good morning to everyone present here in this room. I welcome you all to Skilling on Saturdays, wishing you a very happy Holi. And today we have with us a guest speaker, author, coach Manju K Manohar. And she is a multi award winning, multifaceted, and multi potential light. She holds a master's from BITS Pilani in computer science and has worked in India and US as a manager in IT industry. In 2018, she took the leap of faith to become a first generation entrepreneur from her family. Life was not at all easy for her, especially with COVID, but she persevered. She wrote a best-selling book on Amazon, and then she went on to get top 100 author award by India Prime Fox Clues, and also the Indian Golden Award for authors. She attained success in business after being rated amongst top 100 coaching leaders by Times of India. She won the top 100 award three times, and she is a professional speaker with PSAI. Welcome, Manju ma'am, to Skilling on Saturdays, and we look forward to hear your journey and the lessons you learned along the way.
Thank you so much, Shivani ji, Hirani ji, and all the founders of Skilling on Saturday. I think two of the founders are I can see on the video.
Adukya sir is also there.
He's also
So,
there. Okay, okay. I couldn't see. So, special congratulations to Skilling on Saturday because Shivani had invited me in June for this event. At that time, I was traveling and I couldn't make it. But I'm really glad that Skilling on Saturdays has completed 111 episodes by today. And that too, she mentions that not even one Saturday we have skipped. So that calls for a big round of applause because it takes, I would say, inhuman kind of persistence to make it happen. Because I've seen many forums, they skip
ma'am.
a week, they skip 2 weeks, they skip 1 month, etc. But she said not even 1 week they have skipped. That shows how persistent, how perseverant, how resilient these founders are. And special congratulations to all three of you and also to Shivani who introduced me. Now, let
And it
me
is it is because of our audience because they are coming, so we are conducting these sessions.
Okay, wonderful. So let's get started with our session.
Yeah,
Let me
definitely.
first wish you uh, all a very happy Holi because we just completed celebrating Holi and I think we are still in that mode now. I think
Yeah,
the entire weekend
still
will be like
festival
that.
mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll be in that mode only. And I also wish each and every one of you Happy Women's Day. Now, men like Gaurav Sharma and others may be thinking, why am I wishing Happy Women's Day to him? Because there is that X factor in every male also. If you are a human being, a male, then you have XY, and that X you received from a female, which is your mother. So for that X in you, I wish you that Women's Day and also for all the wonderful women in your life, starting with, of course, the mother and all other women like sisters or, yeah, not wives, wife, one wife, because in India is illegal. And then you have the daughters and maybe your nieces, the other women reportees in your life, and the people, women mentees in your life. So may the joy spread across the world and happy Women's Day, belated and belated Holi also. Now, starting off, let me start off with yes. So, creating your legacy. So, when you say legacy, what comes to my mind is this Ashok pillar. Ashok pillar, which we see on the coin. If you see, if you have a coin with you, I can't show this because it's a little small, but if you have the coin, Indian rupee or whatever coin, you see there's that emblem, the national emblem of India. And
right.
that was created by a king, King Ashoka. Imagine if he were to come today and then look at India, he would be like, what? The stupa which I created, the four-headed lion, even now they are having it on all of their coins, all of their currency notes. Oh my God, this is crazy. My legacy is crazy. That's what he would say, King Ashoka. Now, if you look at it may be difficult for you to mint coins or create stupa like structures, but we all have the power to share our stories, right? I was thinking, can I create a large rock statue or maybe a Chinese wall, the wall of China, right? The Great Wall of China. Imagine creating a Great Wall of China with rock, okay, and with the name Gaurav Sharma or Hirani or Shivani, etc., printed on it, carved on it, every single brick. Imagine your legacy years from now, 1,000 years from now, 10,000 years from now, people would say, who is this Gaurav Sharma? Who is this Shivani? Who is this Hirani? Okay, and even from the moon, it seems the only man-made structure that you can see from the moon is the Great Wall of China. I wish we were all rich enough, powerful enough, maybe like emperors, to create that kind. Since we are not, what can we do so that our legacy reaches the future generations? Future generation should know about skilling on Saturday. Future generation should know who is Gaurav Sharma. I'm just taking the names of people whose video I can see. Maybe others also, if you can come on video, I can always take your name also. Yeah, Pooja is the Dr. Renu is the right. So why not your name? After 1,000 years, forget 1,000 years, after 100 years, will anyone remember you? Will anyone remember you other than your maybe your grandchild or your grandchild's? Even they may not remember your name. I had a dadi, I had a nani, I had some grandmother, I forgot her name. Was it Pooja or was it Alia? Or was it, I don't know, what is it, Sneha? Or maybe, you get it, right? They don't know. You ask yourself, do you know your great grandmother's name? How many of you know your great grandfather's name, great grandmother's name from both mother's side and father's side? Actually, I know that. But I mean, most people wouldn't know. You're getting? If I ask you, what about your great grandmother's mother's name? How many know? I think I'm the only one. You're getting the point, right? But if you ask Akbar, if you ask all those people who wrote the books and all, they'll say, or William Shakespeare, they will say, I am the, niece of William Shakespeare, but 15 generations before he used to live. Because if you're famous, they want to trace your lineage. If you're Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, people will say, I'm related to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru because of this, my great grandson, etc. Now, if they have great grandchildren, they will still say Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru because their grandfather, grandmother was famous in some way, known for some stamps. You get it? So, if you want to be remembered, or if you want to influence, impact the future generations, then it is imperative, it is extremely important that you should act now. You should create your legacy right now through books and TEDx speeches because these are very affordable, not like building the Chinese Great Wall, the Great Wall of China, or you don't have to create stupa like Ashoka did all over India. He created this rock stupas, rock statues all over India. That is why we got that emblem. Are you getting? After thousands of years, we dug up. We may not have that kind of money to. Do you have the money to create stupas all over India? Maybe I think Ambani can, right? What do you say? Ambani may be able to create in every city one rock statue, every town one rock statue. But I don't think he's a businessman. He will think, what return of investment will I get? Maybe rather I will install Geo Tower with that money. Are you getting? He's a businessman. Rock se kya hoga? So we need to think of our legacy and what is in our power to do so that our legacy can impact across time. Yes, I said across time. 100 years from now, 500 years from now, you should be able to impact people through your voice, your thoughts, your words. And that is what here we are to discover it. Now, who am I to tell you all about this? So I think she already said some of this. So I want to tell one thing which she didn't tell, which I didn't reveal to her also. I'm having autoimmune arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, which if you Google, you'll find that it's a very painful condition of fingers. It affects all joints, neck, fingers, knees, everything. I've been suffering from it for the last 19 years. After being diagnosed, my doctor told me in 2011, after 5 years only, they diagnosed it. Medicine is not very advanced. They did all tests, they did some physio, it didn't go. Finally, they decided to do blood test and they found that out. It seems it's a little bit genetic also. It's also environment driven, but genetic component, I had family history, which they forgot to ask. If they had asked me, I would have been diagnosed earlier. But is there a cure? There's no proper cure, but of course, with allopathy, with Ayurveda, with nature cure, which is cleaning up your diet, which yoga, we can keep it under control. Now, whatever I have achieved is despite the rheumatoid arthritis, and also I've been diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis. Psoriasis also very, skin conditions. And so my skin on, I don't put any chemicals. I have only one lipstick and I use zero chemical. I have never used chemicals, by the way. Still, I got psoriasis because psoriasis is again an autoimmune condition which we can't control. It's not about the chemicals we use. It's not about how many times you bathe, because I used to take bath every day, every day head bath, but it doesn't prevent psoriasis. I think in Mahabharata also there is a skin disease. Pandu has it, skin disease. So there are things which are beyond our control, but we must see in NLP, they say, what are the things within our control? So whatever I have achieved is with all these, I would say, burdens, rheumatoid arthritis, everything. So my thought is, if I can do this, why can't you? You're not having any of these issues. You can do so much better than me. If I wrote 6 best-selling books in the last 3 years, you can do several more. You can write 10, 100, 1,000. What's stopping you? Enid Blyton wrote 700 plus books in her lifetime. Can you imagine 700 plus books? कितना मेहनत किया होगा उन्होंने, right? It's like, I think the effort he put into skilling on Saturdays, no, maybe that kind of effort she would have put into creating books. Because see, imagine a human being writing 700 books. It's very tough, but she did it. And I hear that she used to work 8 to 10 hours every day on her book, every day. So how is that for determination? So with all these things, I actually got top 100 coaching leader award in India for 3 times. I have also coached 2 dozen plus people, including award-winning CEOs from USA, Catherine Metis, CEOs from India, doctors, award-winning athletes who got gold medal for India for their TEDx speeches, and also students as well. Books, I have coached 200 plus authors to become best-selling authors, including the world champion of public speaking, top 8 speaker, like finalist also. So I would say the impact we have is immeasurable. When I looked at my life 2018, I was working in an IT company as a project manager. My impact would be limited to the 100 people I'm managing, and my husband, my child, and maybe my sister, brother, father, mother, and of course my friends. When you decide to share your wisdom, your impact gets multiplied. So now let's look at the power of legacy. It's all about one word: impact. Who you were. Let me ask Rakesh. Rakesh is the. So today, if he asks, Rakesh is here in front of us, who are you? He will tell, I am this. What do you stand for? What makes you special? Right? Let me ask Shivani first, then I'll go to Rakesh ji. Shivani, who are you? In one line, okay? Not I know we can
Okay.
write essay about her because her achievements are humongous, but in one line, if you say, who are you?
I am a spiritual being on a human experience.
Okay. Wonderful.
traveling across time.
Yeah, I might have described her as a CA turned wonder mom and wonderful coach and trainer. That would be my one line. Because that's what I see her doing. And what do you stand for? What do you stand for?
What do I stand for?
So this question is to all of you, okay? Who are you? What you stand for? And what makes you special? What you stand for? It can be value,
I
can be some, like environment or, some other stuff. Yes.
I stand for the things that are right.
Okay. Very good. You stand for the things that are right. Very good. Very strong and very powerful. What makes you special? When we say, okay, now you're in 2025, you're a woman, you're a mother, you're a wife, you are a person with immense influence over people. You're known for skilling on Saturdays. You are a speaker, you're a coach. What makes you special?
Being myself makes me special.
Okay, but what is that myself? Because this has to be, this is not for us. This is like a live telecast for people. I forgot to tell you that. This is a live telecast for people 100 years from now. Now they don't know
Yeah.
what is myself. So you have to tell what is the myself.
So, for me, authenticity and being true to yourself, what you hold, just go with that, speak out that. That is what is so special about.
Wonderful, wonderful. Very good. Now, may I request Rakesh ji to please share who you are, what you stand for, and what makes you special? What makes you
Yes,
special? Yes,
thank you for the opportunity. मैं
sure.
राकेश हूँ. मैं एक डॉक्टर हूँ,
Okay.
entrepreneur and a
हाँ,
learner, मैम.
मेडिकल
I,
डॉक्टर आप एक
yes,
मेडिकल
ma'am.
डॉक्टर ओह वेरी
Allopathic medical doctor.
हाँ
And I always say I'm a learner.
हाँ
Just keep learning. So
ओके
what I stand for is my core values:
ओके
being truthful, being transparent, and being helpful to others, and collecting resources and networking.
वेरी गुड एंड व्हाट मेक्स यू स्पेशल
Ma'am, I never give up. I keep
हाँ
falling. I keep getting guilt. I keep getting resentment about my own deeds. I keep
ओके
complaining. I keep all those things, but I never give up.
या now you know something as Shivani Gupta she mentioned that she stands for everything that is right, everything that is right. Okay. And now he's saying, I never give up. Now, this message has to reach across another 100 years, 200 years, 500 years. So, how can we make it happen? It's not by building, four, three, four houses. Of course, that is a legacy that you can give to your children, your next generation. We have created some investment portfolio. I've created, see, Michael Jackson, although he was bankrupt, he had a trust fund in the name of his children, three children, Paris Jackson and all. I think almost 100 million is what I understand. So he created that trust fund. So the children are still safe. But his money he spent and he became bankrupt. But the money for the children was set aside in a trust. So they get yearly allowance, they get the expenses taken care of. So even after he died, their expenses are taken care of by their dad. Now that is a financial legacy that you can create. Of course, we all will strive to do that, right? If not 100 million, at least we'll create a flat, maybe one or two flats, houses, etc., so that our children or the next generation can live happily, peacefully, etc., without any financial worries. But what are we doing in terms of influencing their thought process? Say, 100 years from now, you're not there. Your grandchild is facing a dilemma. Should I do this? See, Shivani, I'm speaking to you because you said I stand for everything that is right. Now your grandchild is feeling, should I do this or should I accept that? Maybe she has, I just saw this in a movie, so I'm taking that example. In that the principal says, you should betray your your college mates, schoolmates. If you betray your schoolmates, then I will recommend you for one application, from college, Harvard application. Now it's a very tempting offer for a child. The principal will give a direct recommendation to Harvard. And it seems the principal has some connection where he can place you in Harvard directly. Okay, it's like principal's recommendation. But the thing is, you will have to betray four friends. Now, if Shivani ji is alive, she will tell, please, please, please don't do that. Stand up for what is right. But now, how can you influence if you're not 100 years? Because 100 years is humanly impossible, right, Shivani ji? Because 120 is what they say. I think doctor is also the Dr.
Right.
Megha Rakesh. It's like 120 years is what we hear. Unless you are inhuman, where you live for 200, 400 years. So that 120 years, how can you influence? Maybe they see a book by Shivani ji, what stand up for what is right. And that book title, she sees, what did she say about what is right? And then she reads the stories and then feels, thank you, grandma. I don't know, it may be your great grandchild also. Thank you, grandma. And she's able to make up her mind. And it's not your grandchild alone. It could be someone, someone whom you don't even know. Maybe someone sitting in Namibia. He reads Dr. Major Rakesh's book and then says, ah, yeah, I must change my health. Or we have Hirani ji, somebody sitting in Australia, 100 years from now, reads his book and say, oh, Hirani ji said this 100 years back. I just must do it. Okay. So,
This actually happened with me. I was reading a storybook with my child and
yeah,
was unable to understand the terminologies or the words. They were a bit different. So I
yeah,
just inquired into the book whether this is written in some other country, some other language. And
yeah.
that author was literally exactly 100 years ago. But we were reading in 2024 and
Okay.
she wrote in 1900 and sorry
1924.
1824
Oh,
1824.
oh my God. Yeah, it
So
happens, right? Yeah. It's really unbelievable. And even medical, I was reading the medical, some doctors' books. So something written in 1800 or two, I think 100 or 200 years back, they were telling about psychosomatic diseases. So it's like, oh
right.
my God, he's speaking about today's generation. We have stress, we have environmental stress, we have lack of sleep. All of these could trigger actually autoimmune. I worked in IT industry. I did work long hours. It was like 15 hours, 16 hours, less sleep. Okay, so that might have triggered. It might be the pregnancy which triggered because during pregnancy too, I had less sleep. So my doctor says it's after pregnancy also many women have these things, but I did not know that there was this mind-body connection or the connection with sleep to a dormant gene which wakens up. If I had known, I would have, made sure I quit my job but sleep so that I don't go through all this daily pain because pain is real. You have pain every day. When I wake up today, I woke up, I went back to sleep because I was in pain. Then I woke up again, I did some yoga so that I can be functional today in front of you. Mornings are not my great times because most mornings, I think Dr. Major Rakesh will know, rheumatoid arthritis patients have morning stiffness. All the joints are paining. So I'm not at my best. But then when Shivani or us, when SOS asks, we have to turn up because this is our moment to help others find that legacy. So if you want to be that author who wants to be discovered 100 years from now, 200 years from now, thank you, Gauravji. You need to act now. Okay. The first thing, please write down who you are, what you stand for, what made you special. One line each. Now I made you all right, no? At least think. I want you to expand it to 100 words by end of this week. You have Saturday, Sunday. Don't tell me holy and all that. You're going for movie with family. I know that. You have to visit relatives. I know that. But each of these sentences, I want 100 words on it. Each of these. Who you are. Not one line. What you stand for. Not one line. Stand up for right. What is right? Define right, Shivani ji. What do you mean by right? Right is being honest always, or what is it? The right, or not taking bribe, not, the
Yeah.
principal is offering a bribe to the student actually, Harvard. Okay, so all that, spell it out. What makes you special? Like Dr. Major Rakesh said, he never gives up. He never gives up. So expand on that. What else? And give some story around it. Say, I gave you a story. Rheumatoid arthritis or not, if I want to write a book, I write a book. That's it. And nobody is going to stop me. I mean, if God is keeping me alive, it's for a purpose. As long as He keeps me alive, as long as I can, of course, I do wish that if I didn't have arthritis, it wouldn't be 6 books. It would be maybe 16 books by now. You get it? There is that. But that you have to accept. Accept what you cannot change and change what you can. Accept what you can't change and change what you can. Got it? So change what you can. Can you find every week? At least, I'm not asking you to write. If you don't have time to write, take your mobile and record. Who are you? Record 3 minute speech about yourself. We have Run Vijay also. Run Vijay, Pandappa Shri. Okay, so you record on your mobile. Who am I? What am I standing for? What makes me special? Okay. Next is why books? Why books? Of course, it is the simplest, easiest, because unlike TEDx, you need to apply. Okay. I'll demystify TEDx later. Okay. Written word is timeless. So, and everyone can write. Nowadays, everyone is educated. See, 100 years back, 200 years back, if you see, there are no women authors. There'll be one or two women author, right? There'll be like that Jane Austen, or here and there'll be one or two. There weren't many women authors. Have you thought why? Simple answer. It's not because our grandmother, great grandmother, great grandmother, great grandmother couldn't write, because they were not educated. Number one. Now that education is accessible to all, right? We all are educated. At least we have basic command over at least one language. You don't have to write in English. You can write in Hindi, you can write in Marathi, you can write in Tamil, you can write in Telugu, what or Bengali. Whatever is your mother tongue, write in that. Nobody is stopping you. You can have the best in class translator. You can hire a translator who can then translate it into English. Are you getting it? Write in your mother tongue, get someone to translate it. But when you write, also make sure you hire a great editor who will do the grammar check and all. Because you don't want, you see, if you're giving biryani to someone, you don't want them to bite stones while having rice biryani, right? So grammar mistakes are like the stones in the biryani. So to avoid that, you don't have to be perfect. Hire a good editor who's having good command over that language. Hire that person, maybe a teacher, maybe maybe a person with, say, masters, or maybe experience in that editing field. Even that is good. So hire a person, ask them. If you don't want to hire, you can also go back and ask your school teacher, your son's school teacher, can you help me with this? Some of them may be okay if you print their name on the book, editor name. But best is to hire a professional one. Okay. So written word is timeless and allows you to influence people across time, geographies, and culture. So Hirani ji's words may be listened to in Namibia or maybe in Argentina. Why not in Argentina? 100 years from now. They'll say, who is this Hirani? They'll Google and they'll find, she may not be there, but they will search, they'll find, okay, it was Hirani ji who wrote those words. So I don't know whether Amrit is there, etc., etc. I'm not sure about that. The story of Holi is Holika Dahan, that Hiranyakashipu, right? His grandson, right? Prahlad was kept on his aunt's, I think, Hiranyakashipu's sister's lap, that is Holika, and then she died in the fire, but Prahlad didn't. Same way, your body may die in 100 years. Make sure your words don't die. Words don't burn. Words should remain immortal. Okay. So that is why we need to write a book. And how do you start? Every week, make a promise to yourself. Record at least 2 minute video about the book. I'm not asking too much. Most coaches will say, write every day. See, I'm not a very disciplined person. Let me tell you that. But I'm a very consistent person. There's a difference between consistent and discipline. Consistent is every year I will bring out a book. But do I write every day? No. Doctor will know every day. It's impossible for a rheumatoid arthritic and psoriatic arthritic patient to write. So I think of my life. Some of you may be like the sun. Every day you rise and shine. I'm like the moon. I have my ups and downs. So when I am up, I glow. It may be a slow glow, but I ensure I glow and grow and transform. Okay. When I'm down, yeah, I'm down on the bed. I listen to audiobooks. Again, I'm growing because I listen to audiobooks, I listen to meditative music, and I heal and I sleep. I get re-energized. So if you are like me, or if you have other issues like personal, professional issues due to which you cannot write every day. Most author coaches say, write, get up in the morning, write every day 1 hour, every day half an hour. Or they say at night before you sleep, write half an hour. I don't ask you that. I ask you every week, write, or write for 10 minutes or record 2 to 3 minutes speech on a particular topic related to your book. If your book has a chapter called some particular chapter transformation, record a 2 to 3 minutes speech about that. But to record the 2 to 3 minutes speech, you need to think for 10 minutes. Are you getting? So when do you think? I say when you brush your teeth, when you take bath, but don't think while you're driving and when you're with your spouse. Give them full attention. Otherwise, they'll take your book and pen, everything, throw it away. You need the support of your family to write. Make sure you remember your spouse's birthday, children's birthday. Don't ignore them. Take care of all of them. But then when you're brushing, when you're taking bath, when you're alone, right? That time you think and then you record every day. Every day, no need. If you can do every day, then good. But if you can at least record once a week, I promise you, in a year, you'll be able to become an author. You will be able to become TEDx speaker too, because your speech also will be writing across days, across weeks. Are you getting? Yes. Now, next part is books, best-selling books. Now, how to create best-selling books? I did a marketing course from IIM, Kozhikode, Indian Institute of Management, for a year and like 1 year and 1 month. It was 13 months, sales and marketing. So before writing the book, I did this course. Do you know why? Because Chetan Bhagat said, it's not the best written book that sells, but the best marketed book that sells. I repeat, it's not the best written book that sells. It's the best marketed book that sells. And you don't have to be an expert in that language. Say, look at Shashi Tharoor's books, Sudha Murthy's books. Whose books are selling more? No brainer. Sudha Murthy's. But whose command over the language is better? People would say Shashi Tharoor, right? Yes. So you don't have to be the best in Hindi language to write a book in Hindi. Make it simple enough. दिलचस्पी तो होनी चाहिए. You should make it interesting enough for the audience or the readers. Then they will buy and read. That's all. You got it, right? So Sudhamurthy is showing with her life. Second thing about best-selling books is it adds to your credibility. If you're a doctor or if Hirani ji, now Hirani ji is known for skilling on Saturdays, but Hirani ji is also mentored to Shivani. That's what Shivani told me. You have mentored her, right, Hirani ji?
No, but this SOS, all 111 sessions that has happened, or episodes, it's all because of Sivani. It's all her effort.
But you
It's
mentored her.
all her effort.
You had mentored her.
She'd been in my class, thanks, of
Yes.
course.
Yeah,
But
she
it was
told
all
me.
her effort.
Yeah,
I
she
written
told,
in the chat also. It's all her effort.
yes. But
Madam,
what did
I'd like to
you
say one
teach
thing. I
her?
raised hand also. I want to say
Ah,
one thing.
ah,
I had read about, I was hearing this person on a
yeah.
podcast,
Ah,
Sangram Singh. He's
ah,
a wrestler. He had the
ah,
same thing, rheumatoid arthritis, and he had come out of it. I don't know
yeah,
how. I may have
yeah,
to go to listen to him again, but he
yeah,
had done something. And he's a
yeah,
wrestler today. Yes.
yeah.
That's all. Thank you.
Yes. So credibility and authority. See, when we say authority, in that word authority itself, author word is there. The word author itself is linked to authority. So if you write a book on some particular thing, you'll be known as an authority on that. And of course, it increases your credibility. So after writing my books, actually the number of awards that I won went up. After writing my book, my speaking assignments went up. I started getting, the see, I was trained by the best of the best coaches. Okay, let me tell you that I was coached by Steve Jobs' coach, John Mattoni. I was also coached by Tony Robbins, who were amongst the top three coaches in the entire world. But even then, nobody knew me. I was like that Dia sitting in the house, undiscovered. But the moment I wrote the book, I started getting clients like top 100 CEOs, mini business CEOs from USA, top 100 HR leader from USA, and all started hiring me as coach for TEDx. And I'm not even a TEDx speaker because she saw my book. She saw that I have command over the language and she heard me speak somewhere, I think, in some Zoom platform. And she said, "You be my coach." Are you getting? So sometimes when you decide to put yourself out in a book, it can transform your life forever. If you're writing a book about your field, like Dr. or Ran Vijayji, what is your field of expertise?
Okay,
What is
so
your
I'm
field?
a software engineer, but
Okay.
like I have experience of around 12 and a half in IT, and I work as a manager, like
Okay.
delivery manager, project manager. So I'm no longer developing something. So it's a management, I would say, leadership and management. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe shifting paradigms in management by Run Vijay, something, or a practitioner's approach to management, or best practices in management for new managers. There are so many books that you can share. I would say, no, please don't be miserly in sharing your knowledge. कंजूसी मत दिखाओ पैसे खर्च करने में if you're spending money be कंजूस no problem you're saving money for your future but if it is knowledge there right vidya or knowledge share but share through books share through TEDx speeches are you getting don't just share free of cost you can put up a channel, YouTube channel, you can put up Run Vijayji and then share
Yeah,
because
yeah,
after some time you will still get monetized, right? And plus, free mein diya hua gyan, right? If you give free, people don't value. If you put it in a book,
yeah,
they'll value it more. Yeah. So do
yeah.
consider.
To just to give you a surprise, ma'am, like I'm on my journey of writing my first book, and
Awesome.
Shivani ma'am is guiding me. So
Congratulations. Congratulations. All the best to
yeah,
you.
yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah,
Yeah, all the best to you. I'm sure Shivani will be helping you make you a published author soon. All the best to
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yes. So now the books, as we know, will influence people across time, geographies, and cultures. Now let's look at TEDx. Why TEDx speeches? Here again, I'll ask you a question. What is the difference between a TED and a TEDx speech? What is the difference between TED speech and TEDx speech? Because many people who are TEDx speakers also, they go around telling, I'm a TED speaker. You are not a TED speaker, you are a TEDx speaker. I want to tell them, but out of respect, I don't do that. So when you are a TEDx speaker, know what you are standing for. What is TED? What is the platform TED? When was it brought into being? In the early 2000s. And then it became, they made it public also. Okay, but the TED and TEDx are two different things. TED is usually for people like Bill Gates, people like the that Elon Musk and all. They are invited to TED because TED is organized by the central body of TED. Okay, TED. So TED speaker is different from TEDx speaker. It's like saying, can I say for a joke I got Bharat Ratna instead of I got Nari Ratna award, but can I say I got Bharat Ratna? No, people will laugh. Bharat Ratna mila isko. Are you getting? You understand, right? Nari Ratna is different, Bharat Ratna is different. Like that, TED and TEDx has an X, but it's entirely different. TEDx is independently organized events. Independently organized means can SOS have a TEDx? Yes, you can. SOS can apply for a TED license, TEDx license, and you can conduct your TEDx provided they give you the license. There are some restrictions in the applications, but if you have a university or a school, or if you are an organization like an MNC like Infosys, if you apply for TEDx, higher chances that you will get a license. The license is issued for a year. A year. After a year, you need to renew the license. Okay, so that is TEDx. And the other one is TED. So when you speak, and there is also another platform now in many schools, it's called TED Ed. ED stands for education. So the schools actually can do the TED Ed for knowledge sharing within their school. But parents now say, my child is a TEDx speaker. It's not TEDx speaker, it's TED Ed speaker. And TED Ed speaker and TEDx and TED, these are three different things. You can understand, right? It's like Bharat Ratna, Nari Ratna, and it could be Bal Ratna. Three different awards. I'm not saying anything is inferior, but Bharat Ratna is the highest of the highest in India, right? You know that. Same way, TED is the highest level of speech. So, can you become a TED speaker? Yes, you can. You have to be invited by them. TEDx, on the other hand, they usually put it on their website or they have forms and all. You can apply also for TEDx. You can apply. You can apply if you have a short but powerful idea that can change everything. Originally, it was ideas change, ideas can spread, ideas. Now it is ideas change everything. ICE, ideas change everything. So if you have a short and powerful idea that can change everything or at least something, please, please do apply for a TEDx. So personal experiences, can you reveal? Yes, you can. If you are a professional and you have some research, for example, doctor is doing some research, medical research on say 800,000 people or 8 lakh people or something like that. Based on the research also, he can come up with a TEDx. Ran Vijay ji, based on the management experience you have, yes, you can create. Only thing is in TEDx, there will be limitation for every category when you apply. For example, they'll say IT industry, only this much, IT category, only this much, environment, this many. They want a well-rounded TEDx, means they will want to have art and culture, they want environment, they want medical doctors, they will want IT, they want a mix of everything. So they don't want six IT speakers. And guess what? In India, if you see majority people who apply, they happen to be either IT or coaches or trainers. These are the three top people who are applying. So you need to make sure you stand out from the crowd. If you stand out from the crowd, yes, they will take your application. Now comes the important question. Should we pay money for TEDx? TEDx, TED is actually a non-profit organization. Ideally, no organizer should be taking money. It's like telling traffic police across the world should not take money. But in India, do they take money? Sorry to say, they do take money. You know, right? Traffic police in India. Sorry to say that, but they do take money. So TEDx organizers are not supposed to take money. But India also, TEDx organizers have sponsors because you need to have a venue. You need to have LED lighting. You need to have cameraman. You need to have this. You need to have snacks. You have meals. You have coffee. You need chairs. You need money. So you put sponsors, and what these sponsors are doing back end to make money, it's like the black market for movie tickets. You buy the ticket for 200 first show ticket, and then you sell it for 500 like that. So in the back end, it's happening. But if you associate with that kind of thing, your reputation could be impacted. Right now, you have a reputation in the world. I would say, rather than that, use one of the strategies my mentee used. My mentee applied to like 20 different platforms, TEDx. In TEDx itself, 20 different events. We helped her identify that. So I sat with her, looked at her story, helped better her story, like three stories she had. We took it, refined it, and then we customized it to the theme of the TEDx. For example, TEDx Mumbai had some theme AI. Another TEDx had a theme of medical, the modern medicine. So you have to tweak your topic to make sure it fits into that. You're just coming and giving something you want. How is it related to their theme? If it is related to their theme, then only they will select. So she tried for almost 20 events she tried, and then she got through. Okay, some get through in the third attempt. Some get through in the first attempt. It also depends on how good your profile is. If your profile really stands out, in the first attempt, you may succeed, or at least in the third attempt. It's not an indication of you be weak or anything like that. It is just that their theme may not be connected with your topic. Say doctor has a topic or Ran Vijay has a topic about management. Maybe this is totally on a different, their theme is environment. Now, how is your topic going to fit in, Ran Vijay ji? So, no, it's no offense, no insult to you. It is purely they have to see their theme, whether it is aligning. Got it, right? So, my suggestion is in merit, you can get government seats in every college. You can also get through management quota. My suggestion is if you are a speaker, get through merit, but it is hard work. Yes, you will have to ace the entrance exam. Yes, you will have to put in effort. Management seat, you just pay money, yes. But the thing is, after that, after you give the TEDx, will people really like it? You got the TEDx. You want to be proud of the TEDx. Would it be a TEDx speech you would be proud of? Or if 40 years from now, your client asks you, show me your TEDx. You don't want to show it. Oh my God, that was so embarrassing. Is that what you want to do? Or you want to be proud? So I would say put in the effort now so that you can get the yields later on. As you sow, so you reap. Now, your story matters. What makes you unique? What makes you unique? Everyone has a story, but only few take the efforts to share it. Only few. So, struggles, insights, or lessons that shaped you. Suppose you're from a different, see, coaches, trainers write books, but you may be from a particular field. Less books may be written in that field. Be the first in that field to share that particular insight, especially in India. Because if you see management books, many management books are written by Westerners, not by Indians. Why not Indian management related best practices? Are you getting what works in India? Or maybe an integrated medical thing. For example, what worked for me, which makes me Lewis, is not just allopathy. It is a combination of allopathy, Ayurveda, acupressure, and also a bit of homeopathy and also naturopathy. Cleaning up my diet and all that was part of it. So maybe if there is a doctor, see, I'm not the right person to write a book on that. If there is a doctor who has done this research, holistic medicine, what works in India, and then you write, yeah, it could be a bestseller for 10 to 20% of the population nowadays are having autoimmune issues. Some or the other autoimmune. It's going to rise because stress levels are going to go up, sleep levels coming down, sleep duration, healthy sleep. So it may go up only. So you may have very good success if you choose something which is fixing a problem for a lot of people. You have a solution to a problem, then your book will sell. But you may say, I don't have a solution to problem. I just have my story. Yes, you have a story, but you have to make it like a Bollywood or maybe a Hollywood movie. Make it like a Hollywood movie, then it will sell. You cannot just say, okay, my mother-in-law asked me to prepare coffee. I prepared coffee. Or my wife asked me to, I forgot my wife's birthday. Then she scolded me. No, you have to make it dramatic. Dramatize. Use storytelling techniques. Make your book like, okay, fir kya hua? What happened next? You should make them feel ki, okay, this book I can't put down. There's something in it. Even if it is non-fiction, you can bring a case study of a client. For example, I've read non-fiction books by doctors who write about case studies of patients. Ramesh has this disease. Ramesh did this. Then what happened to Ramesh? Did his wife leave him because of psoriasis? No. Are you getting what happened? How did he get cured? Even a medical topic, you can make it more interesting. You don't have to write all those, I don't know, all those that scientific names and all that. You can also write it in a language that people understand. So always remember Sudhamurti and not Shashitaru. You get it? Sudhamurti style. Make it easy, simplistic enough for people to understand. Now comes turning experience into legacy. I think I'm also running short of time. I think 7:52. So anyway, I had put this. I have this detailed process for turning experience into legacy for TEDx speeches, for non-fiction books, especially about you. So for this, I'm not going to get into the details of it because it's a very complicated one. I have a process for this. You can always email me, coachmanju@gmail.com. So we can have a separate session, or you can always join my course on this, turning experience into legacy. How can you find your story? How can you find your story? There's a story for each and every person. I would say not one story. Hirani ji, for you, it may be 100 stories. You may have to write 100 books. There may be 100 TEDx features for you. Shivani ji, certainly not one book. You can write on CA, you have motherhood, you have this. I think you can write also maybe 10 to 100 books. It's up to you how much time you want to devote. I know you wouldn't want to take time away from your child, but when your child grows up, you can write more books. You get it, no? So everyone has untapped potential. It's like that film director who thinks I can only direct one movie. No, you can direct n number of movies. But mehnat karna padega. You'll have to put in the effort. And you'll have to reduce in the TV watching or Netflix or whatever it is that you are doing, which is preventing you from reaching your full potential of creating a lasting legacy, the legacy you leave behind. Imagine a world where you continue to influence people even after you're gone. Imagine people are taking your name. Shivani said this, Hirani ji said it, Dr. Major Rakesh said this. They're living by you. We have people, Hippocrates oath and all, no, the doctor. We quote Aristotle, we quote William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare said this. 500 years plus gone after he's dead. Still, people are quoting William Shakespeare said this. Winston Churchill. Success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. Winston Churchill said it 100 years, nearly 100 years back. We are still quoting it. Why? Are you getting? Because it resonates with
Right.
us. We feel that if Shivani ji writes that book, take the right decision, great great grandchild, or maybe my great,
You gave me a new idea.
yeah, they'll be like Shivani ji said this, take the right step. You will be impacting people across time. The original time machine is not the time machine which you see in the movies. Real time machine is the impact you can leave. Ashoka ji, King Ashoka, Emperor Ashoka, he had the perfect time. Even today, he's having the impact in every one of us. Everyone has his that Ashok pillar in our pocket, currency notes. That is legacy, perfect legacy, correct? Satyameva Jayate. He has written that also under that. Satyameva Jayate. So what he wanted to, he also carved it. What is the message? Satyameva Jayate. So that is there across centuries. You understand? So the books, like William Shakespeare, every day you tell William Shakespeare said this. This is all is well. Okay, that's why William Shakespeare. We keep quoting him, right? All the authors. So authors and TEDx speakers. So if you decide that your legacy is to be remembered by people, your legacy begins the moment you decide to document it. Either document, when I say document, it can be a mobile recording also. And you decide to share your wisdom and insights. So start with recording, small mobile recordings, then listen to your own recordings. Over a period of time, you have a book. Then you can always go for a book coach or TEDx coach and then make it better, refine it, learn marketing strategies so that your book becomes a bestseller. I help the world champion of public speaking make his book reach Amazon bestseller status. Every single client who come to me, it is not, success is not an accident. Success is not an accident. See, my son cleared IIT JEE. It's not management seat. You have to work hard. There is a method for it. It is not that you just do some by hearting of physics formula, maths formula, you clear JEE. No, it is like a tapasya. It's like a penance. You have to work if you want a book to be a best-selling thing. And of course, you can say shortcut methods will be there. Somebody will say, you just pay me money, I'll make your book. But that is not going to last. You're getting one or the other day, you will get exposed. So if you go for that shortcut method, it is not permanent. The people like William Shakespeare wrote several plays. One time wonder you can be, but if you want to be a permanent wonder, work on your skills, refine it, sharpen it, do some hard work, and also make sure consistency. Every week, 2 minutes. Or in a month, then how much? 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. Every month, have 8 to 10 minutes of your book, your TEDx speech. By the end of the year, your book is done. You just need somebody to type it out. You get it? So act now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The world needs your story. Some of us have the imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is, am I good enough? There are so many doctors around. There are so many coaches around. Why should I write? There is the All India, that best doctor, he didn't write a book. Right? Yeah, my English teacher did not write. English teachers, none of the English teachers wrote a book. None of my English professors wrote a book. None of my engineering professors or principals wrote a book. So I did have the thought, am I the best person to write the book? But then I remembered I used to write books always, as in I used to write short stories. Books means not published books. Ghar mein I used to write. And I also won in university level. In 168 universities, I stood first in writing. So I have the talent. So why should I wait for my teachers to get published before I get published? I just thought, let me do it. And now I'm doing the reverse. Now I am encouraging my teachers, write one chapter at least in my upcoming book. I bring out anthologies, making their dreams come true. So sometimes you may be younger, you may not be the best in your field, but you can lead the way. Go ahead, write your book, go ahead, give your TEDx speech. Make sure your voice is heard. So with this, I would like to end because it's exactly, I think, 8 o'clock. Over to Shivani ji because she said 1 hour, so I'm stopping in 1 hour.
Madam,
Yeah, thank you, Manju. It was really wonderful. So many
Irani ji
insights
is asking
we
something.
received from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come to Hirani ji. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and you brought so many points and a few of the takeaways that will remain with us definitely. And writing on these 3 points that you said initially will definitely bring out the best in us. So
Yeah.
we'll talk further on a few of the things. Meanwhile, let's take Hirani sir's question.
uh,
Yeah, Hirani sir, please.
I just forgot. But I was telling that you said you need somebody to write it down if you record. But nowadays we can record and it will write automatically in WhatsApp or
Yeah.
there
Yeah,
are.
that is also the actually I tried out some of those tools. 2014 onwards, I've been using AI tools to type because of the pain in my fingers. It's not every day I have pain. Sometimes I'm disease free. I'm all right, fully all right. For a few years, I'm all right. Then suddenly I get a COVID infection. And when the infection comes, along with that, the autoimmune returns. So it's a reaction of the body to those, that virus or bacteria. So that's how autoimmune, people say with yoga. I have learned yoga from 5 different places. I've done 10 months only on fruits and vegetables and yoga. It does not cure. They said if you try for 5 to 10 years, you may get cured. I may, but then I may actually become a saint also in 5 to 10 years if I live only on fruits and vegetables, no rice, no atta, no this. You get it, right? So yeah, I can do. Maybe next 30 years I'll do only fruits. Maybe it may cure. It may not come. But how can you live a normal life where I'm cooking food for my husband, my child? I'm also feeding my child with food. So when I touch the food, there's a temptation, but I didn't do that. So my thought is that when you say see, it's easy to say a lot of things, but when you have to do, when you have to write books, when you have to use this AI tool also, people said use the AI tool. The AI tool is not understanding my English accent, Indianized English accent, some of the AI tools. So it's having errors. Okay. Some AI tools are good. Nowadays I tried, some are good. 3 times it's giving me free. Fourth time it's saying Manju pay up. Now, if you have money, Red Dragon is very good because there's a lawyer, a friend of mine from attorney. He's a US guy. He uses Red Dragon. It's a expensive tool, but very accurate. Now, I didn't pay because it's dollars. We are Indians, no? We are like, okay, paying in dollars. So I try all those free tools. I try this. It does work. Sir is right. There are free tools which works. But if you try recording 35 minutes speech, then it may ask for money because one tool after 30 minutes said beyond 30 minutes, if you want, pay up. Or I think they give 3 times free. After that, you have to switch to another ID. So I tried that. So that's the issue. And there are tools.
So,
If you know any tool which is free, not to charge, let me know. And which is good for Indian accent. One thing is Indian
yeah.
accent also it's not able to get it properly.
So, Manjuji, I would recommend another tool. One is
Yeah.
at your WhatsApp itself, your
Ah,
mobile
have a
keypad. There is
transcription.
a
Ah, transcription.
where
Yeah.
you speech to text, the
Yes.
tiny mic comes, and it
Yes.
comes in Word file itself as well.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
you
I've
can
seen
use
that.
there. There are no charges and there are no limitations of
But
words.
accent, it's still, when you see, the issue is when I'm in writing mode, I speak very fast. This is my slow tone. I actually,
Okay.
when words come, it's like waterfall. So when you speak very fast, the tools are not able to keep pace. That is also an issue. And maybe it's the Indian accent also, maybe. That is also true. But, but
And
I,
another tool is Otter OTTER.
OTT, yeah.
You can
That's
try
what I
that
tried.
also.
Yeah, I tried that. Otter. Actually, most
Okay.
of the transcription tools I have tried some or the other time. Uh,
Right.
many, but of course, for you, it may be okay if you want to just do 2 to 5 minutes recording. Like I said, no, most of you, but sometimes when I'm in the writing mode, I speak very fast and I want to do like 45 minutes of speech. I want to type it down. Then it becomes a problem. But if you're doing like 2 to 5 minutes, up to 30 minutes, I think many tools are free.
Yeah.
Beyond 30 minutes, they are charging.
Even in WhatsApp, you have this tiny
Yeah,
mic option
yeah,
that
yeah.
you will convert your speech into text.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, yeah.
I had done in WhatsApp. It was very accurate.
Accurate. Okay. Indian accent, it's able to
Yeah,
catch.
by accent.
How fast?
Another
How
point
fast? How
Another
fast?
point that was hitting
Very,
my
very
mind was every person has a number of stories within
Yes,
themselves.
yes.
So better pass it on. It is rightly said that the graveyard is the most expensive place on this earth because lot many ideas that are worth sharing to the world are passed away with the person passing away. So I
Oh,
would also request everyone to start thinking on these lines, start writing and passing your specialized knowledge to the world or whatever are your ideas, your experiences, because your experiences are very personal to you and nobody else can have that same kind of experience. And another thing is, many a times we never know by listening to whom, by listening to which person, or somebody said something 10 years before and it hit our mind at this point of time, and it is a game changer for us or a life changing incident that happens with a lot of people, and later when they share, definitely it can help others as well. So think on these lines. And Manjuji, one more thing. Dr. Adukya has also written 350 plus books. And I would request everyone else also to start thinking on these lines. And we are there as a mentor, as a coach to guide you on these lines. So Manjuji is here, Dr. Adukya is here, myself, and we have brought a few more mentors on book writing and curating your TED talk. So definitely it is how you voice yourself, and your voice matters. Every person on this earth who exists has something to say and
mm,
something to give to this world. So that's where just start thinking out of, and you will be recognized on to this word only when you speak out, only when your words impact someone.
yeah.
Otherwise, you will be known to a limited few of your friends and relatives.
Excuse me.
So I would ask Dr. Adukya. I think he wants to say something.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, who is that?
My Colonel Pandappa. I am serving army
Uh,
officer. Can
yeah,
I
yeah.
speak
Welcome that.
soon?
Yeah.
Thank you very
So
much.
before,
And
yeah,
Manju
can we
madam,
take Dr. Arukia's words before you?
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely will
thank you,
come.
Shivani ji. I share your echo that everyone in SOS should write on their specialization. And recently, I did one millionaire mind intensive. So, very easy to create a training community also. So, if they are very keen that they train, so perhaps we can create a platform where they give a training and they also write. And it is a wonderful satisfaction once we write and share it with everyone. We ourselves learn more. So
Definitely.
this is what I wanted to say. And thank you, Shivani ji and Haresh ji, for wonderful initiative which we started, SOS Skilling. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Pandukaji, please go on.
Uh, Suprabhatam.
Suprabhat.
Suprabhat.
मंजू मैडम, आपका हेल्थ का इश्यू है ना,
Yeah.
उसके लिए एक मृत्युंजय मंत्र सुबह शाम आप खुद चैंट कर लीजिए। और
Yeah.
आप पैसिवली आप मृत्युंजय मंत्र आप सुनेगा ना, आपका
Yeah.
सब बीमारी दूर हो जाएगा। क्यों ना, मृत्यु से भी वो बाहर निकल कर लेकर आ सकता है। इसमें क्या है, ऐसे नहीं है, इसका रिसर्च भी किया है जी न्यूज वाले। रोहित मैंने एक हॉस्पिटल से 15 किलोमीटर दूर से हमारा वैदिक मंत्र का चैंटिंग किया, कई लोग मौत से भी बाहर आया है। मगर
Yeah.
क्या है, अभी के केमिकल्स दवाई है, इसका हम लेने से इफेक्ट करेगा। मगर ये हमारा सनातन मुनि लोगों का है, ऋषि मुनि लोगों का, ये कब काम करता है, आप विश्वास करता है। 2 into 2 is 4, इट इज ए
Yeah.
लॉजिकल थिंकिंग। 2 into 2 crore is our divine knowledge and divine belief. I can say this much, and I am the sound healer also. If you give me contact, I can even whatever possible. I can even my lecture is on their chakra meditation,
Chakra
because we
meditations. Yeah. Yeah.
because the many doctors do not tell why the disease is coming. Disease is coming because of two factors. One is a lack of energy, another is imbalance of energy.
Yes.
Very true.
And thank you very much. I
Ye-
inspired. I have also goal to written books. It is very inspiring. As a because of my service, many things are restrictions is there. I'm trying to come out that restrictions now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And
Actually, that Mrityunjay mantra, that Om Trayambagam Yajamahe, that I used to do for 108 times, etc., multiple times a day. So, as I said, the meditations also, chakra meditation, and I had actually, as I said, 5 different schools of yoga, not one, not two, not three, 5 different schools of yoga. So I have also done MSc yoga. It's like it's not that I didn't study, but there are things. One thing we must understand is there are things beyond our control also. So that is one thing. Better if we accept it, because even after 5 different schools of yoga, because one school of yoga didn't help, I went for the other. So there are things, uh, for example, my aunt had a child with a Down syndrome. They took them to the best of the best doctors across the world because my uncle was abroad and they could afford it. But Down syndrome is not something you can cure with yoga. You understand it? So there are things uh, which you can keep under control. You can fine tune. So rather than uh, rather than wasting my energy in trying to find a cure, I decided let me live but the best life with it instead of giving that as an excuse. I just shared that because for a few years I never used to say, because in IT industry, if you tell you are suffering from an autoimmune issue, you could be fired. My managers told me, see, you're working very hard. That's all counts. You don't have to give. If you take once in a while, I'll take leave, 2, 3 days leave. But people do take leave with fever or other stuff. I take less leaves than normal employee. Then why should you tell? Because if I tell, it might cost me my job. Now I'm not in IT industry. I'm running my own business. That's I tell openly. But I've seen that many people, especially women, the moment they are diagnosed with the illness, their husbands, their family members say, "Oh, abhi aap khana nahi bana sakti. You cannot cook. You cannot do this. You cannot lift bucket." Lot of things that women do. This illness, it's very tough. It's not like a man's soul. Woman's soul is different. You cannot hold food and then feed your child, and the fingers are paining. So, I came out in the open only to help those women who may be feeling that I'm not good enough to live. You are good enough to live the way you are, even if you are handicapped, even if you're physically challenged, even if you're blind. You deserve to live because God has given you. If you don't believe in God, nature has made you. You have every right to live. So do your best, however you are. Don't give that as an excuse. So I didn't give that as an excuse. I only said that people, if you think you have something going on, don't let that stop you. So that Mrutyunjay Mandra, I think I can restart after your thing, because after trying for 2, 3 years, I stopped. Because everything, after trying for 2, 3 years, you feel it's not working, then you give up. But maybe I can bring it back. No issues. I will try. And that was
Madam,
I used to do 108 times, multiple times a day. So I can restart. I don't have any problem. I will do that. Maybe it will give peace at least to my mind. If it will not cure the body, it will at least make the mind
but
better.
Madam, I will share that it cures, but your fast life karmas are also there sometime.
Yes, yes, yes,
It takes time because every whatever you see in the nature, everything will not grow in a one time. 3 months, 4 months, times is
yeah.
there. But is I can
It
say
may
that
be the curd which I had in my childhood, because every day I used to have curd. So the curd with from cows that too injected with all these steroids and all that, I don't know. That might have also caused, because I was fully into milk products. I stopped the milk products after being diagnosed. So like sir said, it's not one day, it's over a period of time, right?
it
So
is a because of my fast life, because we are different, because of fast life karma is also there. We can't
fast.
neglect all these things. Fast life, because of that only we are born in the even one family also. Sister brothers are different because many things are there, because I studying that fast life karma also, that
Yes.
shows that if you
Yeah.
because even you see the wheat is taking a time, and sugar cane is taking different time, coconut is taking same, is also in human being also, that
Yeah.
is there. But 100% I can say that I am not anything but authority. Whoever follow the Parmeshwara and Parvati, everything will be the queer, and they will be the blissful in life. I can say this much.
Yeah.
Ah,
Thank you so much, sir. I think Ranvijay ji is raising his
welcome,
hand.
Manju ji,
madam.
I want to say something.
Pardon?
I want to say something. I'm Aarti. Um,
Oh, hi, Arti.
I second the opinion of Pandapa ji. And
Yeah.
one more thing I want to say is whether somebody goes with me or not, I also do chakra reading and balancing. But I suggest everyone that do only one practice every day. That is water, sun. आप सूर्य देव को जल चढ़ाओ. It will balance your chakras without doing anything else. But as you said, you are consistent, so you need to be very consistent for that. So that is one practice you can do, and there is a proper way. Very soon I will upload a YouTube video on that because जल चढ़ाने बोलते हैं तो लोग लोटा लेके ऐसे चढ़ा देते हैं. That is not the way. आपको सर के ऊपर हाथ करके then you have to pour water and you have to have a tilak on your forehead when you offer water. Then the energy flows into your body. And as you said that you have tried already, और ये भी है कि कार्मिक जो साइकिल हमारा रहता है, जो हमारा कार्मिक बर्डन पहले से हम लेकर चल रहे हैं, दैट इज गोइंग टू इफेक्ट. जो इस लाइफ में किए हैं वो भी इफेक्ट करेंगे. जैसे अगर हमने गर्मी में आम ज्यादा खाए तो वो तो निकल के
Yes.
आएंगे बाहर. तो
Yeah.
दैट इज द थिंग. बट स्टिल आई विल सजेस्ट दैट you also offer water to sun, as it will also cleanse your karmic load. एंड जो पांडप्पा जी ने कहा कि यू प्रैक्टिस मृत्युंजय मंत्र, महामृत्युंजय मंत्र, that will definitely help you. If two people are saying, universe is saying to you, so please do that.
No, no, I had already done that. I had done that several. It's not that, see, when you're going through
No,
something,
it may be that you have done already and you
yeah,
lost the faith कि नहीं अब कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, अभी नहीं करूंगी मैं. But
yeah,
it happens कि अगर आपको दोबारा ये मैसेज मिल रहा है, universe is speaking
yeah,
through us, he
yeah, I
wants
know.
you to do that again.
Yeah, sure.
So,
That's why I
but
told
also
him, no,
have
I
the
will tell
right
you the next
intention.
time.
आपने कहा कि peace of mind तो मिल ही जाएगा, क्योर नहीं
Yeah.
हुआ तो do it with the intention that it will cure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for letting me
Thank you. Thank you.
speak. And I want to connect with you for my book too. I've already written one and I
Yeah.
want to work on redefining it.
Yeah. Coach Shivani also helps with the book. She's the author coach
She
also.
is my friend.
Yeah. Friend. Okay. So you can.
Okay.
I
I will
help.
connect with both of you.
I take
Yeah,
only
definitely,
times a
Aarti.
year.
And thank you for adding this thing
Yeah.
to Manjuji of the providing water to the sun. So definitely do prepare the proper way, as you said in your YouTube video, and do share with all of us. So it will
Sure,
benefit.
sure, Shivani. Very, very soon I'll upload it. And
Yeah.
thank you. I'll connect with both of you, Shivani and Manjuji. Please
Yeah,
do
sure,
help
sure.
me.
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely. Most welcome.
Yeah. 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 And Ran Vijayji and Gaurav Sharma, you have been extremely patient. You have raised your hands and you're waiting. So over to you, Ran Vijayji.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Like it was happy talking to you. And I had this just one question. So when we draft our stories for a TEDx, not yeah TEDx, yeah, the one which is at country level, yeah TEDx. So
Yes.
let's say we have to talk about who we are and who we were. So we have to talk about both the transformation, like where I was earlier and
Yes.
what I have become now. So the process, what has helped me, or what has, or what that story that touched me, or incident touched me that made me what I am today, right?
Actually, the process I'm referring to is a one-to-one. I do one-to-one coaching. That's why I do
Mm-hmm,
very few people I
mm-hmm,
do a year. So
mm-hmm,
in that, I'm also a certified career counselor from UCLA, University of California.
mm-hmm,
I have the right to administer psychometric tests if the client is okay with that. So I actually do like I do certain psychometric tests, then we have interviews, and then we help you. So some people come with their TEDx speech, but then that's not
mm-hmm,
the speech we go with. We first go
mm-hmm,
through the thing, and then together we co-create. It's like, we help you.
mm-hmm,
As a coach, I'll say, is this the best story that you can share? So when you
mm-hmm,
go through that coaching process, one-to-one coaching process, then you change. I mean, you might, I don't know, sometimes you may say, no, this is the same. But after the
mm-hmm,
whole process, you might say, no, maybe I have another story which is more powerful than this.
mm-hmm.
So I help you
Okay.
discover those untapped stories which lie dormant in your mind, which might help other people, because you may
Okay.
have,
Sounds
because
good.
there's that subconscious and consciousness. So the conscious, you may think this is a story I must share. There is that
Mm-hmm,
other part of you, subconscious. So through coaching, some of the questions we ask, you kind of discover. And that's why I said Catherine Metis, the one, her case, she was very clear. She had already written books. She is a best-selling course creator on LinkedIn with 65,000 or 70,000 followers. She was very clear.
mm-hmm,
But even in that, we made some structural changes in the the story that will connect with the audience, because she had some stories. I said the vast majority of people cannot understand the story that you're telling. See, you have a story, but it's not connecting. You get it, right? Then you're like Shashi Thuru. You're getting his.
mm-hmm,
So you may have to look at the other way. So I help you bring out that part which will help you establish that connection with audience, readers also in terms of books. For YouTube, it is audience. And then make sure your video is understood by them, not just
okay.
by a handful. It should be, the story should resonate. See, I can give you an example. if you say there was a speaker who said about children, his children refusing to eat food. Okay, if you have seen a mother or father trying to feed a child, they don't eat greens. They'll say, no, I don't want it. I want noodles. So this is a gar gar ki kahani hai. It's some common example, but he actually connected that with some client related management stuff. So people were like, wow, are you getting? Are you understanding? He just took a simple household example of a child refusing to eat to something. He said something like, it's just because the client does not want it, does not mean the client does not need it, or something like that. For example, the baby, if you're trying to give that paracetamol syrup, it will spit the syrup. No. Which baby in India will drink the syrup without spitting? Show me one baby. All Indian babies, all babies spit. Now, does it mean that the
But why
baby
Indian? Everybody, madam.
every, yeah, I'm
Ah,
telling Indian because we are from India, I said that. But if you give to US baby also it will spit. Okay, so now the point is it may be because the product was not designed with babies in mind. Are you getting the product design? That was a medicine. They just said you take it. But this is customer basis baby. So you need to make it, it should be like gems or something, or like a yummy yogurt, mango yogurt along with that paracetamol goes, they might be okay. You get it? So you should make the medicine effect less and make the tasty. Like palak paneer, our grandmas made us take paneer, palak also. Without knowing we are getting palak. You just give palak as sabji, nobody wants. But palak paneer people like. That's smartness. So this guy took this child example and then customized it to suit some customer related presentation. So what I'm trying to say is in that one is to one coaching, we help you unlock your own life stories, not my story. Because stories are within your head, your brain. It's all dormant. We just need to, it's like you have to dig. To find diamonds, you have to dig, right? Mine. So that mining process is what I do. I work with my clients, take out their best, help them bring it to the surface, show it to the world. So that's my job as a coach, and I enjoy helping others. So one thing I realized is the more you help others, no, you feel better, body and mind both. You
Madam,
get
more you help others, you help yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You are helping
I don't know
yourself.
why, but it happens.
Yes, it happens. It happens. The more you help, you are becoming better. Even
Manju,
doctors
ma'am,
say
one thing more. One thing more. I always say I support because help is for helpless people. It is better to
yes.
support because a person who is not able to walk properly, if you support him, he will walk. But if person just give away, he doesn't want to walk only, you will have to pick him up. So better to support than help.
Yeah,
Just a play of words, sort of,
yeah,
but it make
support.
mental difference.
Yeah, support, or we can say enable, empower. We can enable others, we can empower. So I think I enable others. I think, sir, you're right. Rather than helping, I think I enable others, I empower the others to find the best within them. अपने लाइफ में जो बेस्ट स्टोरीज है वो स्टोरीज we have to unlock over coaching session. Of course, it takes time. It's not like you just scan the ground, get the diamond out in a day. It takes time. So so it's not a shortcut method. It's the, I would say, clearing the JE entrance exam, NEET exam type method. You have to work hard, then you get. It's not a shortcut success. It's like,
One more thing, Manju ma'am.
And
yeah,
I am a disabled person, but I never call myself disabled. I call myself specially able. That makes a
especially,
difference.
yeah,
Because see, I drive a car. It's a
yeah,
handicap. I drive car.
yeah,
I do swimming. I
yeah,
played all the games. I walked a lot with my
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
So I done skydiving. So when I can do everything, why should I be disabled? I am able. I'm specially able.
No,
definitely,
that's
sir, you
true.
are especially able.
Actually,
And
actually, to be very
Manjuji,
frank, yeah,
yeah,
to be very frank, I call myself. At my doctor's tell I need some servicing from time to time. Servicing means some pressure, some massage, some physical. So I tell myself, I'm not a Maruti car, I'm a Mercedes. Servicing charges are more.
Yes,
नॉर्मल कार्स के लिए ज्यादा सर्विसिंग की जरूरत नहीं है. आई एम अ मर्सिडीज क्या
absolutely.
कर so
Words
rather
make
than,
difference.
yeah, that's what. So you're also like Ferrari. I'm a Mercedes, you're Ferrari, you're even better than me.
No, no, no.
Over to Shivani
Manju
ji.
ji, definitely everything can be cured, and we
Yeah.
wish you good luck. And let's connect also on this, so we'll have
Yeah.
a conversation
Gaurav
on
ji
this.
has one last
And I
question.
just missed. No, we'll take
Gaurav ji.
questions later. Just I have one announcement.
Sure.
So I just missed it initially. Here's a great news for all of you who wish to take the SOS exclusive membership. And I was getting inquiries that can we get it at a older prices. So I'm opening this for a holy special gift to you all that you can still avail SOS exclusive membership at the previous price, but only for today. So those who are interested to take, please get in touch with me, DM me, or you can make a UPI payment at my number. And definitely you can avail this SOS exclusive membership at the previous price of 999. So those who are interested, please go ahead and
It's a
wish
holy
you,
special offer, right?
yeah, holy special offer just only for today.
Only today, 599.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Very good.
999, not
Oh,
599.
sorry, 999. Sorry, I heard it wrong.
So you'll get all the previous recordings as well as I keep sharing with this exclusive group where, too much transformational content and things that can help every person in their growth journey. So those who are interested can ping me, and I'm dropping the number in the chat box just in case anyone has difficulty. So thank you, all of you, for making Skilling on Saturdays a successful platform. And over to the question and answers from
Yeah.
Gaurav ji and Ranvijay ji.
Yeah, I think Ranvijay ji asked. I
Sure.
think Gaurav ji is left here. And
Yes.
Saurabh ji has mentioned paracetamol is one of the most dangerous medicines in the world. Actually, antibiotics also. Actually, just want to mention that when I underwent the naturopathy, they told us about the side effects of all of these medicines. If you go and read, if you go to web also, you can check paracetamol. What are the this thing? So maybe I would say babies are resisting it because it may cause liver damage to them. So paracetamol should be given only maximum of 4 times a day. If you give more than that, it can cause liver damage. Even with 4 times, it can cause long-term liver damage to the babies and for human beings. So paracetamol, antibiotics, all have side effects. So all the side effects, actually the medicine manufacturers have put it on the web. Actually, you can check the web. So I want to tell you also that I've been medicine free from 2017. From 2017 till now, I'm not having medicines, but I have medicines only when there is severe issue like COVID or some other problem, then I have. So otherwise, all the pain. So I'm in pain because I don't take any medicine. So if I take medicine, maybe I may be pain free, but I refuse to take medicines, steroids, etc. And my doctors respect my wishes. They're like, it's okay, it's your choice. I know the side effects, so I am like, I don't want to take it long term. But I did take steroids in the past, which caused me to gain weight. So if you say Ambani's son gained weight on steroids, it's actually true. I was very thin, but then I gained a lot of weight with steroids. So steroids do help cause weight gain, but steroids helped in moving around at that point of time. If you want an early recovery, sometimes you need allopathy because Ayurveda is very slow, but it works. Naturopathy also works, but it's extremely slow. But it works, yeah. So over to Gaurav ji.
Sure, sure. Thank you, Manju ma'am. First of all, I was enjoying everyone's question because sometimes we don't think that way, but when they ask, we say, yeah, 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 this is also my question, right? So even Ran Vijay, I was resonating fully. So for me, there are two questions. One, when we have lot of idea, lot to share, lot to like example, want to die empty. If you ask me any one wish which I have, if I'm dying today, I want that my ideas to reach to the people. People should know me. This is the only thing. Otherwise, whichever I have, investments, earning, everything is there. My family can very well enjoy. So that way, but one thing which I face a challenge, I have ideas, I put it somewhere or the other in different my notebooks. Whenever I am with people, like example, I'm in this forum, I can share 10 things and people will like it for sure. those kind of control I have. But whenever I start thinking to write, I don't want to write by sitting alone. I always need someone कि कोई मेरे साथ बैठे, मैं बात करते करते लिखूं, या कोई मेरे लिए लिख दे. I don't want to write myself. So this is a one challenge I face. I have ideas, a lot of things are there, but I don't like to write them myself.
Okay.
So you can take the ghost writing services for this kind of thing.
Yeah. You can even
Okay.
have if you have a mentee or someone, you can have the mentee write it down.
I have only one thought, like it should not happen that my ideas goes totally, like example, little bit kind of thinking that it should not go spread before I write a book.
Yeah, that is also a
Yeah.
risk. So you may have to have an NDA signed by the person who's typing it out for you or writing it down while you speak. While you
Yeah,
speak, you may have to have a non-disclosure agreement, a legal agreement contract where
got it. Got it.
yeah,
Got it.
if you want help with that IPR related lawyers, I can also help. We have NDA related. We help actually I help authors and TEDx because Shivani ji also helps authors. I actually help from law angle, IPR to copyrights to cover page design to marketing, sales, event launch, not just with publishing, not just with writing. But then writing, I think Shivani ji is also doing it. So I want to
Yeah.
mention that she's an author coach, but I'm not an author coach. I'm not just an author coach. I'm actually an end-to-end uh, from cover till law angle because I advise the lawyer how to take his book related stuff in US. So that was the high point. He was a CEO and a lawyer. But he didn't know I actually because I know the book related book के बारे में कुछ भी पूछो law भी हो कुछ भी हो मुझे मालूम है एंड आई एम नॉट टेलिंग घमंड से नहीं कह रही हूँ उतना रिसर्च किया है आई डिड रिसर्च ओवर 22 years बिफोर राइटिंग माई फर्स्ट बुक so I interviewed all past authors,
Oh,
learned from the
good.
lessons. Yeah. So it is like, but I don't take many clients. So that's why I refer Shivani ji because my energy is limited. And the purpose
Yeah.
on life also.
Thank you.
So I am taking few clients who are into one-to-one coaching. I don't do group very few I do. So that's why if Shivani ji is an ally, okay, please refer to her. Or anything you want on top of what she's helping, I can always help. Say legal part if she's not able to, then in that case, you understand, right? So
Yes.
yeah.
And
So we have
second part,
started all the support for book writing as well as legal part as well. So
Yeah.
everything we are managing, we have started publishing support as well.
Yeah.
We are publishing books for others,
Yeah.
and so anyone who is interested can get in touch, and will definitely happy to guide you.
now first of all, Shivani ji, thank you because even for book writing, you have initiated the support. Of course, I'm clear. May not be 30 days. It will take because ideas to be come on the page. I
Yeah.
think it sometimes takes
Yeah,
time.
definitely. It can take
Yes.
more, but
Yeah.
if it is a basic book, definitely it can come out in 30 days. Otherwise, you can take 2 months, 3 months, whatever. And just the idea is to get your ideas onto paper and pass it on to the bird. I would like to quote one instance that my uncle, who was 80 plus, and he was writing his book. He has some specialized knowledge in the field of safety audit. He has devoted his entire life into it, and he told me that this knowledge is not available in the market, and those books are available. Very few books are available, and that are from US or UK authors. And then that those books are very costly, and he wanted to write a much cheaper version, and he has some specialized knowledge that he wanted to pass it on to the world. But as he was 80 plus, he was writing his book, he didn't complete it, and he passed away in 2023. So that's where that specialized knowledge just went away with him. It never
Mm-hmm.
passed on to the world. So that is where, if you're thinking, if you have any special story, any special knowledge, definitely make it faster so that it can travel to the world. And we never know what tomorrow can bring for any one of us. So definitely, if you have to do something, do it now. और
Yeah.
फिर कबीर दास जी ने तो बोला ही है काल करे सो आज कर. So definitely go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's one of my favorite quotes actually. काल करे सो आज करे सो अब पल में परलय होएगी बहुरी करेगा होगा. Because I feel that we tend to think that life is there forever. We'll be living forever. We may, but we don't know what our tomorrow's pressures would be. प्रलय नहीं होगा शायद, लेकिन कुछ और प्रेशर तो हो सकती है. सो आज there's nothing better than आज to start.
मंजू मैडम, प्रलय ऐसा नहीं, हमने जीवन क्या प्रलय. हमारे जीवन में वी कैन बी हॉस्पिटलाइज्ड,
Yeah,
लिटरली.
that's true.
Yes, and Manju ma'am, second point which I want to know,
Yeah.
why suddenly so much human psychology thing has started? Like example, earlier people were very clear. They have to work, they have to go to like school, college, job, they have to work for these years. Suddenly I see like a lot of manifestation discussion, visualization discussions, right? Book writing suddenly become a so hype that you put your ideas. People started becoming so expressive, whichever the general thing, like example, have a lot of confidence, think about positive mindset. It was natural in earlier, don't talk negative, talk positive. This was the, in one line it was positive mindset, matter close, positive
Yeah,
attitude. I will say attitude is the one word which was covering everything. Now
everything.
suddenly thousands of mentors and coaches in the industry,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
attitude word they define into different things and many months and years.
yes.
So, any reflection from your side on that?
Yeah, see, first thing, I think Pandappa ji and other people may say it's Kali Yuga, but my thought is that now everything is stressful. Everything. Earlier days, studies was peaceful, right? Studies we used to, even children used to go to school maybe 8 to 3, come back. Now I'm seeing children going at 6:30 and coming back at 6:30. Like they are staying in school, they have extra coaching, extra this. And then after that, after coming at 6:30, they have 1 hour of karate practice, then 1 hour of dancing practice. Then they have to do their homework. They are sleeping in between. They take some escape into the, I would say they escape into mobile world or TV world just to cope with the stress. And the parents also in Purane Zamane, in older generation, you get some good marks, it's good. Now, what is good? Every parent wants all subjects above 90 plus. Schools also are putting like there are 35 children in a school getting all 99s, 98s, 97. The competition has become crazy. And the time, it's only still 24 hours. Not everyone can do it. And it also depends on attitude. I'm not saying everyone can do if you put in hard work. If I put in 10,000 hours of hard work, do you really think I would have become Lata Mangeshkar with my current voice? I don't think so. You get it? If I put in 10,000 hours in cricket, would I become a female Sachin Tendulkar? Not necessarily. My skill may be in different area. So only thing we as elders and parents can do is find out through some psychometric tests and other detailed analysis what is our child's interest. There is that ikigai, right? Interest versus passion versus what the world will pay for, right? That also what the world needs. All this where it is thing in that area, skill the child rather than forcing the child to go for all the different classes in the world. So student life is also extremely stressful. And with 1 or 2 children, in olden days, if you have 5, 10 children, ek do, see, one of them will pass, get good marks, will become teacher. Other person may fail, they'll marry her off. Or there is a guy, he will do kheti badi. ओके फेल हो गया तो खेती करते या बिजनेस संभालेंगे, दूसरे को ऑफिसर बना देंगे. अभी वैसा नहीं है. यू हैव 1 or 2 चिल्ड्रन. You want that 1 or 2 to become Madam Mary Curie and Sachin Tendulkar and Lata Mangeshkar and Amitabh Bachchan and Alia Bhatt, everything. How will that child cope? So see what your child is good at, encourage them. So pressure begins, I would say, before you're born. Before you're born itself, parents want you to be, they're listening to meditation music to make the child more intelligent. I saw certain books like that, certain music like that. I'm not saying it may or may not, it may be good. I do listen to some good music for my son when I was pregnant. But what I'm saying is let's not put so much pressure. Now you may say my son did IT, but I did not put pressure. I told him you can do commerce, you can do economics. The one reason I did certified career counseling is to help my son. If he likes economics, I will say you do economics. If he, but actually it turned out that he likes physics only. And then, oh, he said, this is what I want to do. I made him go for dance classes, karate classes, but that's not what he's interested in. He's interested in cubing, chess, all that dimagi things. So each child is different. You make them do dance, he will hate it. But of course, some exercises needed for all children. I think the pressures of modern world is also very high. Work-life balance is like work is more, life is less. That also add to you don't have much time with your family, and then the pressure from the family. Pucho mat, that is better. If you have a wife or a husband, you go home, you're getting into stress. You didn't do that, you didn't do this, I want this, I want that. So you are hardly able to survive with the pressures that an MNC would be subjecting you to, and then
Can I
you
say
go.
something, madam? Yeah. पहले,
Yeah,
the type of clothes, धोती या
yeah,
लहंगा,
yeah,
car तो Amazon या Fiat.
yeah.
There was so less, there was no confusion at that time. Decision
Yes.
making or the choice making was very, very easy.
आई
अच्छा,
थिंक
दूसरा,
पैसे बढ़ गए अभी, दैट इज
हाँ,
ऑल्सो अ प्रॉब्लम
वही दैट आई कमिंग टू.
या
दूसरा क्या था ना, मैं एक आदमी नौकरी करता है, वो भी धोती कपड़ा कुर्ता पहनता है और खाना वही खाता है जो बढ़िया खाता है. नाउ
या
व्हाट हैज हैपेंड, एक्सपेक्टेशन. दूसरा तो कंपनीज, दे वांट द टर्न आउट टू गो अप एवरी डे, and they expect so much, and people have come into the rat race. और हमने, हमारी अपेक्षा और हमारी चॉइस इतनी बढ़ गई है, वी वांट दिस आल्सो, वी वांट दैट आल्सो. That has led to all these things. Therefore, we go for visualization and manifestation. At least that
दैट्स
being that mind is calm at least,
या
and we are
बिकॉज
focused to something.
या पीपल आर एक्सपेक्टिंग मोर. पुराने जमाने में इफ यू हैव अ
बहुत
हस्बैंड,
ज्यादा.
yeah, less expectations from each other. Now you have so much expectation. You expect your wife to do this. Your
बच्चे से
husband,
भी.
बच्चे से भी, सबसे भी एक्सपेक्टेशन बहुत बढ़ गई है. पहले जमाने में 10th पास हो गया, इफ यू हैव क्लियर 10th दैट्स गुड इनफ फॉर पेरेंट्स. 10th पास हो गया, ही इज पास 10th, पास 12.
अच्छा
नाउ
मैडम,
show me
कितने
one
कोर्सेज है,
parent will
कितने
be happy
कॉलेजेस है.
with pass.
हाँ
Yeah.
मैम, कितने कोर्सेज, कितने कॉलेजेस.
Yes.
एक बच्चा कितना
Yeah, that's what. It's like too much. See, one more issue is no child comes with a manual. So I was telling my son, I send you for dance, karate, because I don't know what you like. How do I know when you're born? I think this is the duvidha all parents are facing. And one issue, like Sir said, is earlier, Indian middle class or Indian average family in India was in the roti kapda makan existence. Maslow's pyramid, it's the bottom two tiers. Now we have more money. We have the aspiration to create a legacy, leave a legacy, etc. Are you getting? We can do self-actualization. We can afford courses to improve. Okay, I want to see. I don't think even my dad wanted to become a writer, if I'm not wrong. He had an MA in Hindi. Oh, Hindi में MA किया था. He used to write very well. अभी भी है, but he's now old. But he said when he was struggling to take care of the family, बच्चों का, पेरेंट्स का, उनके सिस्टर्स की शादी, all that money was the major issue. That time अपने ड्रीम्स के पीछे भागने के लिए there was no time to pursue your dream. Now actually I think we have more money, we can afford to pursue our this, and there's nothing wrong in it. And if you feel along, see, whenever you have more expectation comes more stress also. You expect more from your husband or wife, it's going to be stressful. Okay. And I think there was a great man who lived 2500 years back who had the perfect solution for this. Buddha, he said, Trishnaiva dukkasya karanam. Expectation is the root cause of misery. मैंने सोचा कि ये जनाब तो he should be alive now, because if you put everything, managers expecting, you expecting from wife, child, husband, mother-in-law, you expect your mother-in-law to be nice. Why do you expect? Mother-in-law expects daughter-in-law to be nice. Everything is from expectation. If you remove that expectation, you don't expect anything, then you're okay. You expect that tsunami may happen right now, or the flat I'm staying in right now will get, it will crumble in an earthquake, then you're okay. You're expecting the, so in olden days, I think people expected the worst. So it's like they have a crop, kheti hai. If it does not get washed away in a flood or there is enough barish, they are happy. हाँ इस साल बारिश हुई, water is the, we have drinking water, we have khana, that's it. So expectations when they are at the basic, I think all yoga also teaches that you bring the expectation level. But you see, we are not divine creatures, we are normal human, we do have expectations. Only thing is we can tone it down and also see, we can, is it right to expect so much from one person? Maybe what you're expecting your husband or wife to do, maybe you can hire a maid and then have a wife. It may work. Or husband also same thing. Have Urban Club, that app which cleans the fan. Don't expect your husband to clean the fans also. लेकिन सब कुछ एक ही जना पे, you want the same person to take you out, give you gifts, then clean the fan, do everything. And it's not possible in the modern days. So let's be easy on others in terms of expectations, easy on others and ourselves also. It's okay. That's why I said write 2 minutes per week. If you can't do two minutes per week, do 8 minutes in a month. Be easy on yourself.
Yeah.
Don't say I will write half page, write 10 pages per day, because you won't be able to sustain it. See, what matters is not discipline. They say every day you do, that's what matters. But then you may not be the sun, like I said. I discovered I'm the moon. What are you? Are you star? You see, you are the star, you it comes only in the night. Maybe. I don't know. What are you? Or maybe you are like the ocean wave, you keep coming, you may vary the size shape. Are you a talab? Are you a pond? Are you a river? First of all, figure out who you are. If you can figure out who you are, then don't blindly follow anything that any guru, any mentor tells. See if it applies to me. Then only follow. See, you should understand. Actually, the problem is we don't have a manual for our brain, our mind also. So we have to figure out. So I am now in my middle age, 46. I figured out very late in life what I am. Now I am able to stand strong. I want to do these things. Till then, I was not sure. I used to follow whatever my mentor says, parents say, husband says. So you have to figure out who you are first. If you know who you are, then only you can find why you are there on this earth. If you find your why, automatically you'll be able to find the how. कैसे करेंगे?
Got it. So Manju ma'am, it means if I summarize, very much clear. First of all, thanks for that. So it means because it's a very uh, fast-paced world, suddenly so stressful. That's the
Yes,
reason these kind of mentor, coaches, all these things are kind of a healing effect to cope up with this current pace, right?
yes.
Got it. Very clear.
Increasing
Yes.
expectation also. We have people because
Yeah.
expectations have increased. अभी रोटी कपड़ा मकान नहीं है. It's not
Yeah.
good house and
Agree.
shit. Yeah.
Even Manju ma'am, one thing like one line I will say, like I was 2 to 3 years back manager. I just want to become a senior manager, no expectation more from myself. I become senior manager, then I was thinking I should be GM immediately, and I become GM also. And then I've given a visualization that I will be director by June 30th, 2025. Of course will become that also in next 3 months. But point is that there is every time coming what next. When I discuss with some of the guys, say they tell me, Gaurav, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Hmm.
So if some mentor say me, Gaurav, don't try to jump, I'd normally change the mentor instead of changing my thought process. So this is going this way now because I always think what next for me.
Yes.
So I don't know whether it's a right or wrong at this moment, but some of my mentors say that Gaurav, if again and again coming the thought in your mind, it means the universe want, and you are a good human being, so you should deserve to earn more, to serve more. So go for it. Don't think much. If you feel you can bring a value at that position, go for it. If you feel your mindset is leadership quality you already developed, go for it. So of course I'm going with the pace, but you rightly said I can resonate. Expectation अपने आप से बढ़ाते चले जा रहे हैं. We are not, even if you ask
इसमें
me,
कोई
I'm a
प्रॉब्लम
GM.
नहीं है,
Yeah.
इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. if it is tying up to your ikigai, if that
It is.
makes
It
your
is.
soul happy, if
I'm
it's not
happy
making
with this.
your,
Yeah.
no, happy means for how long? Are you happy for, you're happy for short duration? You're not happy for long term. So I'm saying, remove the money. If suppose you are the manager, remove the money from the picture. This Tony Robbins, somebody in the chat also mentioned Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins also had asked, what if, he didn't ask like that, but he asked a different question. But if you remove the money, let me
But
say like this, let's give you 500 crore, 500 crore or maybe 1000 crore wealth is there. Do you still want to be the MD or GM? Do
you need.
you still go? I will still be a coach because I like. I will still write books because I like. But will I go for IT job? No, clear. So that's not what I was liking. But I like the coaching. I like mentoring people. I like writing books. I like helping others achieve their dreams. So even if you give me 1,000 crores, I will still do it. So if you have 1,000 crores
Great.
bank balance, if you still want to do it, then it is your ikigai. If not, then it is your temporary distraction which your mind has found to get some happiness. And suggested reading for you would be dopamine detox. There's something called dopamine thing.
Yeah.
So it's like
Got it.
you're getting your dopamine fix. Okay, I'll get this next one. Bada car, bada house, bada this, I say you keep doing. But are you really, really happy? Or are you trying to cover a part of that unhappy part with all these patches? वो आप
Yeah.
अभी कहने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप अपने आप से
Sure. Sure.
पूछिए.
No,
So
no, I asked that. I can very well in one line I can share because I'm doing this for my father because 30th June my father's birthday and he which office he worked the highest position was director and he has to go to the file to sign off from him and I know he will be super happy and I'm in any case I'm going to achieve in 1 or 2 years then why not on his birthday, so that was my why. And
yeah,
even if you remove the money part position everything, I really feel this is totally related to my passion because I'm a great negotiator. At that position I can bring more value to the company. I'm into medicine company, it means I will be able to serve more, so it is matching with my ikigai too. I evaluated that. Yeah.
yeah, if you have done that, but
Yes.
again, it shouldn't be like you are trying to live your father's dream. You leave that father's connection. Father is fully happy. Do you still want to? Father will say, because sometimes children know when we grow up, when we are 40, 50, 60 also, we want to have that, we have that basic need in us. We want to make our father or mother proud. And we tend to, it's like this. Sachin's father wanted him to become, mother wanted him to become a cricketer. He followed that. Maybe he might have loved music and become like A.R. Rahman better. So you have to ask yourself,
Absolutely.
if
Yeah,
you feel
yeah.
this is it, then you do it. If
No,
you
no,
feel
fully makes
it
sense. Yeah.
may be matching, it may be matching. In
Mm.
your case, it may be matching. But
Yeah,
ask,
fortunately it is matching. Yeah.
fortunately matching. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
I resonated with emotional need also. Otherwise, I was very clear I'm going to do that. But I
Yeah.
thought some timelines, let make this way as a birthday gift. But
Wonderful.
yes, thank you so much.
And thank you,
Very clear.
Gaurav ji. Thank you,
Exactly.
Manju ji. We already extended for an hour. Let's take last question from Rekha ma'am and before we
Yeah.
close. It's
Thank you,
already extended
Shivani,
till
for
9.
giving extra time
I
also.
hope one of the
Yeah,
longest session of
thank
SOS.
you.
No, I
Thank
stopped
you so
exactly
much.
at 8. मैंने अपना session 8 पे खत्म किया.
हाँ, हाँ, the Q&A
Continue.
went for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Actually, this is really great,
And
great,
thank
great
you, Rekha
session.
ma'am, for your patience. You are
No,
raising
no.
hands since long.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank my heartful gratitude to you, Manjuji. Really great, great motivational session. Actually, it was. सब सोचते तो हैं कि ये करना है, वो करना है, but this was real motivational session. And thank you for this. And I just wanted to add one thing as a parenting coach in that discussion, that is, we need to recognize and understand the temperament of our child. It is not
Yes.
like
Yes.
this and
Yeah.
that, ye bhi karo, wo bhi karo.
Yeah.
That temperament is very 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 important to understand कि मेरा बच्चा कितना हाइपर एक्टिव है, कितना स्लो है, क्या है. कई बार हमें लगता है कि हम उसको फास्ट पेस पे रखें. दैट इज नॉट गुड
Yeah.
actually for him or her. That
That's,
is
yeah,
the
you're right.
thing.
Actually,
And yeah, and one,
parenting is
yes,
very
yes,
difficult because as parents, we can, even if you're adopting a child, we can harm a child also by parenting. So, like you rightly said, understanding them and their
exactly.
temperament, their
Yes,
uh, what makes them tick, what is
yes,
good
yes.
for them, it will vary from child to child. So, very
Very,
difficult.
very important thing is that we
Yeah.
need to understand the temperament. Yes,
Yes.
and in Gaurav ji's discussion, that is, it is about contentment, about
Yes.
fulfillment. It is not
Yeah.
कि what next, but it is also about contentment. कि
Yeah.
हमें अगर contentment है तो हम what next पे चलें,
Yeah.
otherwise it's okay. And thank you so much for this
And Pandapaji,
beautiful.
I'm not forgetting you and I think altruistic Aarti ma'am both said Mrityunjay Mantra, so I will restart that. I used to do that long time, like I used to do 108 times, multiple times a day. But I will restart now that two people told me the same thing. There must be like universal, there's a universal sending a message. I do accept it. Thank you.
मैडम मैं I do
It
not speak
happens.
Also
any.
offer water to sun.
मैं मैडम मैं कुछ बोलता नहीं है, वो इंट्यूशन तब तक नहीं आता मैं किसी को कुछ बोलता नहीं है। कहना नहीं तो बिल्कुल वो है। आप आओ वो आओ, दो बात बताना चाहता हूँ। वी आर
Yeah.
ऑल डिवाइन। इफ यू डिटैच फ्रॉम द बॉडी, one thing, because without divine there is no existence of human being. Because we are all divine, too much attachment is there. Attach the higher things, detach the lower things. ये हमको फॉलो करेगा तो हम we are in blissful mode. Aiming is higher level, whatever getting it is okay, but detachment is also required for the uh, fulfillment life or satisfied life.
Yeah.
Because if anything we are not getting, we are too much attached. That creates the trouble for us and society also. And now guru is atichari because of all these mentor interest. Everybody is coming out. Next in 2 3 days or in 7 to 8 years, 30 to 40% people will be washed out because it is Kali Yuga going to end. Na? Because nature will balance itself. Nobody is. We are also part of the nature only. Nature is supreme. You believe God or not, but vibration, energy, frequency, these all three are connected.
Yeah, like they say, energy is neither created nor destroyed. We also have
Huh.
Lo Tamra, I think, joining from another country. I thought most are
No,
Indians.
no, he's Indian only.
Indian only. Oh, okay.
He's from
Then,
our group.
oh,
Yeah,
very good. Yeah.
yeah. So just a small information that Pandupaji is also conducting chakra healing class on Tuesday. I hope, sir. It's
Yes, sir,
Tuesday.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. So
8:30.
those who are interested can join. Hirani sir has already shared the link of the Zoom class. So interested people can join. And thank you, Manju ma'am, for all the extended 1 hour extra time that you devoted and the wonderful knowledge that you gave. There's a power cut at my end. That's why I'm off camera.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you for all your efforts to bring today's session successful. And thank you. We'll let's definitely connect offline and discover what we can bring more. And definitely blessing you good health and healings. Do follow whatever you feel great, and definitely you can heal yourself. Thank
Yes.
you, everyone, for making Skilling on Saturdays a wonderful platform. And let's meet next Saturday. Till then, enjoy the festivities, enjoy with your family and friends, and let's see you on next Saturday. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much, Manju ma'am.
Have a
Thank you,
blessed
Shiva.
weekend.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
bye
Bye.
bye. Thank you.
And
Thank
all
you
the
so
best
much.
to SOS also. It's like tremendous. One episodes.
Yeah.